Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. Going to have a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days. For today's video, it could take us to around the 25th of June. And we'll be able to extend out beyond that, the extended GFS and ECM ensembles later to around a couple of weeks. And it'll take us just to the very end of the month, just about the start of July, and we'll be able to extend out even further than that with the CFS V2 running to the next 4 weeks. That will take us well into the second half of July. We're going to begin by having a look at the thunderstorm potential. Been a lively weekend for some places this weekend with big thunderstorms banging away. So that's where we're going to start off with more thunderstorms coming up. We have got severe weather warnings from the UK Met, so we'll have a little look at those at the start of the video. It's been a very busy weekend this weekend. We released a really big update yesterday, the GavsWeatherVids Winter 2020-21 NEO forecast based on sea surface temperature anomalies in the Atlantic Ocean in the month of May. So it's well over 2,000 views already. It's always one of the biggest videos that we release on the channel and on our website through the year. So have a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. It is quite an interesting. Whilst we did a live stream after that, and that's getting very close to 1,000 views. We hit 100 concurrent viewers at one point during that live stream, biggest live stream that we've done for several months on the channel. So yeah, it's been a very busy weekend. Seems to be pretty good reviews about both live stream and the NEO forecast. So I hope you've all enjoyed the content that we've been bringing you this weekend. Lots more to come, of course, over the next few days, weeks and months. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to say hello and a big thank you to our latest GavsWeatherVids channel member. So, got loads of channel members still to shout out, giving each individual channel member their own video. I will get for everybody. We've also got a patron and a donor to give shout outs to. Everybody's going to get their own individual video. It's going to take me a little while to get through everybody, but I will get through all of our patrons, donors and channel members. But hello and thank you so much to latest channel member Jonathan Whitty. Thank you so much, Jonathan Whitty, for becoming our latest channel member. That's absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much, Jonathan, for doing that. Thank you to all of our channel members and all of our patrons and all of our donors. The support that you've given to GavsWeatherVids over the past few weeks has been absolutely phenomenal. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. If you would like to become a channel member of GavsWeatherVids, all you do come to GavsWeatherVids YouTube homepage, click the join button, and then it takes you through to another page where you can see what benefits you get from becoming a channel member, and you can sign up on that page as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Our subs are going up quite quickly at the moment. The latest count, I think, was around 6,773 or 4. So it's going up quite quickly. We're trying to get to 7k subs by the end of summer. Whether we'll be able to quite do that, I'm not sure, but certainly over the past week or two has gone up quite quickly. So please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share them, all of that good stuff, and it'll be absolutely fantastic for doing that. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of the support. Right, so let's get on the video then. And I say we've got thunderstorms coming today, so that's where we're going to start off with our video today. So this radar picture from the weather outlook, a little bit of showery rain across northeastern parts of England. But draw your attention to North Wales. That's where things are already beginning to pop off again. Let's zoom in, see what's going on. Here we go. We're zooming in to the north of Wales, and there we are again. We've got some bright colours just beginning to pop off now, sort of to the south of Llandudno and Colwyn Bay, and yeah, that's the latest batch of thunderstorms just beginning to get going. Look at the lightning detector. There we are. Lightning beginning to flash away again across northern parts of Wales. That's where there was storms, quite a lot of storms yesterday and the day before as well. Other areas will be impacted with this. They're not yet popping off across northwest England, but I think we can expect to see storms popping off across northern parts of across northwest England, northern parts of the Midlands, maybe some parts of West Midlands as well. Let's have a look at the severe weather warnings from the UK Met. So there we go. We have got warnings in in force from the UK Met for thunderstorms. Let's zoom in on those warnings and see what's happening. So Northern Ireland has got severe weather warning, or it's got a yellow severe weather warning for thunderstorms today. So what they're saying is thunderstorms could cause travel disruption in a few places, some flooding of a few homes and businesses likely, probably damages to buildings and structures from lightning strikes. There's a good chance that driving conditions will be affected by spray. Delays to train services are possible, and short-term power cuts and loss of other services are likely. That is in Northern Ireland. There's also another weather warning there, if we can go back. Also another weather warning for North Wales and northern parts of England. There we are again. So it's North Wales, northwestern parts of the Midlands, going up to northwestern England. These warnings are both in force from 1 o'clock this afternoon, so we're going to come in force very shortly. I'm recording the video just after 10 to 1. Again, they're saying thunderstorms may cause travel disruption in a few places, and the general concerns, what to expect, are very much in line with what we saw from the warning for Northern Ireland. So this weather warning is in force from 1 o'clock this afternoon to 9 o'clock tonight. Do take care if you are in that area. Other areas could get heavy showers this afternoon as well, maybe some thunderstorms, but they will be more scattered. I think it's getting that northwestern quadrant in the northwest of the Midlands, North Wales, northwest England, and over to Northern Ireland. I think that's where the worst of these conditions are likely to be. This is high-res model Halam at meteoseal.fr. I'll just have a look at a couple of model forecasts for this period. So starting off this morning, mainly dry, of course, across most parts this morning, but there we go. It shows that by 1, 2 in the afternoon, heavy showers again breaking out. Northern Ireland, North Wales, North-West England, exactly where and North Midlands, exactly where we've got that warning from the UK Met. It does extend a little bit further eastwards though compared to yesterday with some of these storms. So 1 or 2 parts of northeastern England and East England are coming into the mix. Northeastern Midlands, possibly East Anglia even, coming into mix with these showers and storms. But again, the worst of it, with the brightest of the colours, like Northwest England, North Wales, Northern Ireland, maybe getting up to southwest of Scotland as well by this evening. They sort of fade away through the night, and then into tomorrow, more widespread with showers and storms tomorrow. That's something that we've been picking up on for a few days now. So not quite in the same areas, more sort of through the Midlands in particular, more southern parts, Wales, southwestern England as well. So tomorrow, perhaps not for the far east of England still. East parts of England possibly miss out, but I think the showers are more widespread and probably distributed a little bit more evenly tomorrow. That was Halam. This is the WRF model again from Meteoseal. So this shows the showers a little bit better, I think. So there we are at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, southwest Scotland, northwest England, much of mid and North Wales, Northern Ireland, some very intense storms are possible. It does show showers in other areas as well, though. So I think the showers today are a little bit more widespread compared to yesterday. Some parts of South Midlands, for example, East Anglia, Eastern England, possibly coming into the mix with these showers and thunderstorms too. And then they sort of ease away as we go through the night, sort of die away, but tomorrow they get going very quickly through the morning, and again very widespread showers, torrential downpours, and potential for some big thunderstorms in many parts of the country tomorrow. And then we can go through to Wednesday. And Wednesday maybe a little bit more towards the south, more towards parts of southern counties maybe, in showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday. And that looks like a more persistent area of rain coming in late Wednesday and into Thursday perhaps. So, lot to keep an eye on over the next few days. The concerns today, again, southwest Scotland, Northern Ireland, northwest England, northern parts of Wales, and the north and northwest Midlands. Key areas for thunderstorms. Other areas might get downpours as well. Do take care if you're out and about in those storms. And of course, we do like to show lightning pictures. So if you manage to get some pictures of lightning, then do share them with us if you can. We've got a Discord, so that's a great place for posting your pictures to our Discord server. And you can email them to us at GavsWeatherVids.com. You can share them on our social media accounts or post them in the comment box at GavsWeatherVids.com. And we're happy to feature your pictures in the videos when we get a bit of time. Do take care, though. Stay safe if you are in thunder. If you're under a thunderstorm, do take all precautions that you need to keep yourself safe. Lightning can be a very dangerous phenomenon. People do get killed by lightning every year. A surprising number of people die from lightning strikes. So do take care if you're out and about taking pictures of these thunderstorms. Right then, so let's get on and have a look at section temperature. So this how the CT is currently looking. This is provisional to yesterday, the 14th of June, standing at 14.0. That's an anomaly of 0.2 of a degree above average, so not too far from average really at the moment. We can probably go up further though over the next few days. The air mass up under now is pretty warm, so we'll see this going up more in the coming days. These are the 500 millibar height anomaly flow charts from Penn State University for the next week to 10 days. We've got the ECM WF on the top, and the GFS, which we'll have in a moment, is on the bottom. So 500 millibars is an area in actually high pressure, low pressure. I've been moved around by the jet stream running above. Red extrapolates high pressure, blue to low pressure. The ECM is going to town on high pressure at the moment in the 70-day time frame. So look at that big area of high pressure from the Azores extending up into northern parts of Europe. Low pressure with jet stream pushed away from the north. If you know how to read and interpret these maps, and I've been showing them for long enough, so everybody ought to know what this signals. It does show that the ECM really wants to build up high pressure and bring potentially a very, very warm spell, maybe a hot spell of weather as we go into week to 10-day time frame. And of course, under high pressure, we'll be a lot of dry conditions too. But GFS is actually quite similar. The ridge is sort of a little bit more to our east and southeast. It's a bit deep with a trough of low pressure in the Atlantic, so perhaps a little bit more unsettled, a little bit more showery. But both options are pretty warm. Both options are bringing up the air from the south. In the 7 to 10 day time frame, both the GFS and the ECM look warm or very warm, just differing a little bit in the position of the trough of low pressure in the Atlantic. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. So we're looking at Oxford today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Oxford. And you can see that we are a little bit above average at the moment. We're going to stay generally above average over next week. Dates on the bottom of the chart. We do see that the thick green line is the latest GFS operational run. That does take off and becomes hot as we go to light days 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll have a look at it in a moment. Looks like it's I wouldn't necessarily say it's an outlier, because there are a lot of other GFS ensemble members doing something very similar. Certainly at the hottest end of the range, though. Except for that one, that ensemble member just there. But it's generally at the hottest end of the range. But yeah, it does look as though I think it's going to be pretty warm over next week, 10 days. Possibly signs of a little bit of a drop down in the upper air temperatures as we move through to the closing days of the month. Precipitation-wise, plenty of precipitation spikes coming up, so there will be further showers, if not longer spells of rain. Thunderstorms are possible as well. As ever, I think these look a little bit over the top, these charts, precipitation-wise. I'm not a fan of the ensemble graph at, the new version of the ensemble graph, really, because I think it does overplay the precipitation spikes quite a lot. So you would look at that and think Oxford is going to be absolutely deluged with rain in the next couple of weeks. I don't think it'll be as dramatic as that. A lot of it is showers, thunderstorms, hit and miss, downpours, and so on. So I'll be surprised if it ends up as wet as that appears. Nevertheless, there will be some quite heavy rain coming up, and if you find yourself caught under a thunderstorm, of course, you can clock up like 2 or 3 inches of rain in an hour or so. So yeah, there will be some big downpours around for some of us over the next few days. Temperature anomalies from the 15th to 23rd of June. Overall warmer than average. Not a surprise given the ensemble graph we were just looking at for the upper air temperatures. Precipitation anomalies from the 15th to 23rd of June. Drier than average for more northern and eastern parts of the country. Wetter than average further south and west. This is how the UK Met is looking for Wednesday. So it only goes up to 144 hours, but it's a really good model, so I'll start including it in the video. So Wednesday, we're still under a showery trough. This little trough over country here is bringing further showers, if not longer spells of rain. That goes on into Thursday. Bit of a weakening of that trough over Friday, trying to extend up some higher pressure perhaps on Friday. And then low pressure beginning to have a go at moving in from the Atlantic on Saturday. This low pressure is key in terms of whether we set up a hot pattern next week. So if this low pressure rolls in like that, the jet stream, and we're going to stay quite cool and unsettled. If this low pressure stalls in the Atlantic, sends the jet stream in that direction, then this ridge, we see there is an extension from the Azores High with the UK Met. This ridge is going to build northwards and will move towards the Scandinavian High. And if that happens, then we could set up a very warm and quite a much drier pattern for next week. At that point, as far as we can go for UK Met 144 hours, it is inconclusive which way that would go. This is for GFS. Again, we're under that showery trough on Thursday, Wednesday to Thursday, showery trough of low pressure. Then that gets out of the way as we move through into... I'm going to go back to that UK Met because I've just noticed that that is the wrong chart. So that's for yesterday's 12s there, actually. So this is the current. Okay, this is the current for UK Met for Monday the 15th. It's a midnight run. Which I noticed that. Right, so this is Friday. Again, on Friday, low pressure quite close to the country, or a showery trough. Anyway, it's not really an area of low pressure, but it's a showery trough. That's Saturday. So again, we've got this low pressure out to our west. We're trying to build up an extension from the Azores. What happens as we get to 144 hours? There we go. So it looks like the low pressure of UK Met is in the ascendancy there. This ridge, although it is trying to build up from the Azores, it looks like the low pressure of the jet stream will flatten that ridge off to me. So the Azores High is trying to reach north. It's trying to push in that direction and form an area of high pressure. But I think the way this would go is probably that this low pressure would stop that from happening and roll in with the jet stream. So that's the latest UK Met. Right, moving on to the GFS. This is how it's looking for Friday. Again, showery trough quite close to the country on Friday into the weekend. Now, this is a bit different. So you see what happens over the weekend. So on Saturday, we've got that low pressure in the Atlantic just to our west. Could go that way and keep us cool and unsettled, or it could go in that direction and allow high pressure to build up from the southwest. But GFS actually pushes that low pressure northwards, pushes it up towards Iceland, and that allows the ridge to start to build up from the Azores High over the weekend. So by the time we get through to this time next week, we're under a large ridge of high pressure that will bring a lot of dry and very warm weather with it. There's the upper air temperatures looking really warm across many parts of the country by this time next week. And then we move on into like the middle of next week, and we're maintaining high pressure over to the east country, bringing in a very warm easterly wind. So this is setting up a prolonged warm dry pattern. Eventually, as we get to day 10, which is the 25th of June, just starting to bring some lower pressure in from the Atlantic. That could be sparking off thunderstorms. Upper air temperatures look hot. The extended range of this GFS run goes cooler and more unsettled. The GM looks like that. So again, rather showery on Thursday, showery trough coming up. That continues into Friday as well. Over the weekend, stays quite unsettled. We have a go at building up that ridge from the Azores High, but it is struggling really. However, we do finish up by day 10, 25th June with GM, with higher pressure beginning to build up across the country. And the ECM, well, we know what this is going to show because we saw it on the 500 millibar height anomaly flow chart. So the ECM, again, looking rather showery on Thursday. Carries on to Friday over the weekend. This is when we begin to see the high pressure of the ridge from the Azores starting to make its move, and into early next week, then the high pressure really takes over. Look at that. very large area of high pressure building up from the Azores, sitting over top of the country. That's probably setting up a little bit of a heat wave, I would say. There's a good chance that will get temperatures certainly to the upper 20s, possibly to 30 degrees Celsius. That would be 86 Fahrenheit. I think it's a bit of an outlier though, so we'll just have to wait and see. This is the rainfall forecast from Meteo.com based on that ECM run. So showers and thunderstorms scattered around today. We know there'll be some big downpours around today. Into tomorrow again, more heavy showers, more widespread tomorrow with those showers as well, and some big thunderstorms in places as well. Wednesday, more heavy showers, potentially some thunder mixed in, maybe a more persistent area of rain Wednesday into Thursday across more southern parts of the country. So for the next few days, there is certainly going to be a lot of big showers to come. Into the weekend, it starts to dry out as the Azores High makes its move. Still a bit unsettled in the north and west of Scotland, but England and Wales turning drier, and those drier conditions then carry on through into next week, of course, under that large area of high pressure. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. Gets us to the 25th of June. Have 26 members of the ECM ensembles, including the operational and the control run, with high pressure sitting over and to the east of the country and through the country. A large ridge of high pressure there. Lower pressure is up to the north. Jet streams push northwards. So plenty of warm and dry weather on offer with that option. And then 15, again, high pressure to our northeast and to our west, bringing in the wind from the east. That's going to be a pretty warm and dry option too. 10 just here, looking a little bit more unsettled, low pressure out to the west, so that is going to be a slightly more unsettled option. In 2 weeks' time, and this gets us to the 30th of June, the last day of the month, maybe just hints of being a little bit more unsettled then, but just a little bit more showering and a bit cooler by that point. CFSV2 looks like this. It's a 500 millibar height broken down to week periods. The first week period takes from 15th to 21st of June. The coming week, high pressure over Scandinavia, winds in from the east, plenty of warm weather to come, but with low pressure to our south, could be some heavy showers and storms. Week 2 looks like that, 22nd, 28th of June, the high pressure, I think, is more or less taking over, so that turns us dry and very warm, potentially quite hot. We do still have low pressure out to the southwest, could threaten a few thunderstorms, but I think that's a dry, probably quite a dry and very warm week. Week 3 takes the low pressure back into control. It's 29th of June to 5th of July. The low pressure then edges back in off the Atlantic. Probably a thundery breakdown as it does so. I mean, it turns cooler and more unsettled. And then week 4 is the 6th to the 12th of July. High pressures in over Scandinavia, some lower pressures in the Atlantic. That's a little bit in between. It's difficult to say whether high pressure is dominating from Scandinavia or low pressure is dominating from the Atlantic. Temperature anomalies in week 1, 15th, 21st of June, warmer than average. Week 2, temperature anomalies look hot. This is the 22nd of June to the 28th, and we're up to a couple of degrees above average, I think, really. So yes, that's a very warm, if not quite hot week there, the last final week of June. Week 3 is cooler. This is 29th of June to 5th of July. Got a cool down, although still a little bit warmer than average, and still ever so slightly warmer than average for week 4, 6th to the 12th of July, but it is a lot cooler than it is in week 2. Precipitation wise, finally, so week 1 precipitation 15th to 21st of June, driving average to our north, wet average to our south. That's a bit surprisingly. Week 2 is only average with precipitation. I thought that could be a drier week, but maybe still a few showers and storms threatening. Week 3 is wetter as the low pressure comes in off the Atlantic, brings cooler air and some heavy rain too. And then week 4 is near normal for precipitation from the 6th to the 12th of July. Right then, so quite a lot to keep an eye on, quite a lot to focus on in the coming days. So, of course, initially what we were looking at is just heavy showers and storms. That's going to be the main story over the next few days. Some places getting some really big downpours. Will be torrential rain, lightning, thunder, hail mixed in. Other areas will probably have a completely dry 4 or 5 days and miss all of those downpours. By the weekend, the storyline shifts to whether we start to build up that ridge from the Azores High or whether it's below pressure but rolls in over top and keeps us rather cool and unsettled. It's inconclusive today which way that is going. So in terms of whether we set up like a heat wave next week, or certainly a very warm and drier pattern under the Azores High, I think we say more runs are needed, and of course we will be focusing on next week's weather in the videos over the coming days. Right, don't forget to check out the NEO forecast for winter of 2020-21 released yesterday, and have a playback of the live stream. It was a really great stream, so have a listen back to that if you wasn't able to listen live. Tomorrow we've got the ECMDF 30-day look ahead, new charts of that, and they should be a little bit more detailed, so giving us a little bit more to talk about, and we'll have another week to 10-day update as well tomorrow. So come back for those videos tomorrow. That's all for now though, and thanks for watching.